Oh, very.
Take anything I have not to lose it during this. How are we going?
Yeah. Oh, we've been recording.
Oh no. Welcome to another edition of Furry Friends here on Lake TV, presented by R Veterinary. Today is chaotic. One, we're sitting on the floor. Two, we have a very chaotic cat that may or may not appear on screen. But just know that if Magic is the kitty's name, correct? If Magic does not appear on screen, Magic is flopping around in the background.
We may get a flash of Magic
Yes.
going back and
Oh,
forth.
just slowly walk
We were
through.
sitting
Hello.
down because she was up here.
Yeah. And she does what she wants, as most cats do, but especially this cat. This is Mary Meow Me Tilly. I realize I didn't introduce her. There's a lot of distractions with Magic. She's all over the place, so we apologize in advance. So Magic is fun. I say that, my goodness, I say that she's chaotic, but in the best way. I mean, look at this. So, tell me more about her.
Okay, so we had Magic on the show a little while back, back when we did the episode that was all the 6-month-old kittens that we had at the time, and she was in the kitten room. So she was on then, and then she got adopted for a while.
Yeah.
Magic does that little chitter sound that a lot of black cats do. That's very cute. So her first adopter came in and fell in love with the little chittery noises and how vocal she was, and took her home. And she had her for a few weeks, and then she called up and she said, "I can't do this anymore. She keeps attacking me, and I had to put her in the bathroom because it's just not working out." So Magic came back, and we had her in the kitten room again for a while, and then she seemed to be bored. You know, I mean, those are smaller kennels in there. As she was getting bigger, not a lot of space, we decided to try her in the big cat room.
Yeah.
And that just didn't work out at all. She was attacking other cats.
Oh, man.
And she wasn't being very friendly to the people who were going in there. So we kind of put her in timeout. We're in one of our isolation rooms. This is a room that we originally set up for when we had sick animals so that we could isolate them away from the rest of the population. But sometimes we have ones that don't do well with others, and they end up in here. So that's why she's in here. So Magic, we believe, will be best as the only pet in the household. Okay. And now that she is in here by herself and not getting that stimulation from the other animals that she was not enjoying, then she is extremely friendly with the people. She does do that little love nip thing, she's not, and sometimes it's a little harder than she may intend.
She has done it a couple of times to me.
Yeah, but it's
and
not
like you said, it's not super hard.
Yeah, and it's not in an aggressive way.
No.
She's not trying to attack you. She's not trying to hurt you on purpose. It's just her way of showing love.
Yeah.
She was originally found as a single kitten. She was in a foster home. This was back last year when we had the ringworm outbreak. And if our viewers remember the pasta litter, Tortellini was one of them. She was fostered by the same lady who fostered the pasta litter originally, but she was a singleton. And a lot of times single cats, when they don't have interaction with their mamas and with siblings at a very young age, they get what they call singleton syndrome.
Yeah.
One of mine has that very bad. She does not know how to play like a regular cat. And I just last night, she will flop down next to me, and like if I'm standing she comes to me when I'm at the refrigerator, she will flop down on the floor next to me and bite me on the back of the ankles. And that's her way of showing love, because she doesn't know any different. And I'm pretty sure that's what it is with Magic. She didn't get that kitty interaction when she was little to be, her siblings or her mama would have put a stop to the nipping and that, ouch, this hurts. They would have swatted her. They would have, would have corrected her, and she didn't get that as a little kitten. So she finds that as her way of showing love. But
Yeah, she's super great. I mean, obviously extremely playful. She's all over the place. But like I said, it's like the perfect amount of chaos.
Yes.
Because it's really entertaining. Off camera, she just spontaneously flops over and like just really fast. So
Yep, just run across the room and
just
flop.
flop. Yes, she's tons of fun, lots of energy, and she's okay with being pet. I think you mentioned when we walked in here that she's not super great at being picked up.
Right.
She's not a huge fan of that.
Yeah, when she'll come to you, she will want to be petted. She likes that, kind of on her own terms. Loves to play, not real fond of being handled, being picked up.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that might not have been what was happening in the original adoption household. I think the lady may have been trying to pick her up and handle her, and then that was why she was reacting the way she was.
Which is understandable. So, obviously looking for a home that doesn't have a cat. Do you know how she would do around dogs?
We do not really know. As far as we know, she's never been around dogs, so I would probably at this point say probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
And she's probably just going to have to be the only pet in the household.
Yeah. So a household
but she's full of energy. I mean, with this cat,
Tons.
you're not going to need anything else.
She's the whole package. So yeah, definitely a house that is willing to respect her boundaries. I think if people kind of struggle to do that with animals because it's like, oh, you're small, so I should be able to pick you up. But, cats have boundaries like humans do. So yeah, respecting her boundaries and just letting her be her chaotic self. She's tons of fun.
Yes.
So of course, you can apply to Adopt Magic at ozarkscatandcanine.com. You can swing by the shelter to meet her. She's a lot of fun. Like, you could just spend days in here just playing with her. She has so much energy.
Even if you're not in the mood to adopt, or you can't take, if you've got other cats and you can't take her home, come by and visit her.
Just hang out.
She loves the attention. She loves to spend time with people, and you can come in and help socialize her.
And there's the flop.
Yep.
We got a flop.
Flop.
Look at that. So I recently heard of something called bobcat fever. Can we talk about that? What is that?
Okay, so bobcat fever is one of the many reasons why when we adopt out cats, we want them to be indoors only.
Okay.
Bobcat fever is a tick-borne disease.
Oh.
The way that they get it is by being bit by a tick who is affected with it. Humans cannot get it.
Okay.
Dogs cannot get it. It only affects cats. And by the time you realize your cat has it, it's pretty much too late. If it is not treated, it is basically 100% mortality rate.
Oh, man.
If it is treated and caught in time, 50 to 60% survival rate.
Oh, wow.
It's a very deadly disease that is completely preventable by keeping your pets indoors and by keeping them on flea and tick treatment all the time. Because even if your cat doesn't go out, there is that rare opportunity that you might track a tick back in your house. But by keeping them inside, you're keeping them safe, and then keeping them on the flea and tick so that if you bring anything into the house, they're protected from that.
Yeah.
Bobcat fever will cause, the signs of it would be loss of appetite, being lethargic, possibly vomiting, fever, just that lack of energy. And a lot of times people will see the beginning signs of it and they think, oh, my cat's just having an off day. Oh, he's got an upset stomach. He doesn't feel like eating today. And then by the time you realize that there's something actually going on and you get it in, the treatment is very expensive. It can run in the thousands of dollars. Woo. And it is not, depending on how quickly it's caught, it's not guaranteed to help. I personally only know one person who adopted a cat from us, and the cat got bobcat fever, and she spent thousands of dollars, and he did survive, but he's got some residual issues from it. Most of the people that I have talked to that have had a cat who has caught it, the cat has ended up passing or having to be euthanized for medical reasons, and it can be a very painful death for them. So that is something we definitely want to see people avoid. Yeah. And so keep your kitties inside. Yes. And keep them on flea and tick treatment. even when they are inside to, help prevent anything. That way if they do, kitties sometimes like to, you open the door and they rush out and then they realize, I know I've had a couple of mine, they get real brave and they run out the door and then they stop and they look around and they're
take it
like,
back.
oh no, I want back in. But even that few seconds outside, they could still have something jump on them.
You never know. Yeah, it's always better to be safe than sorry.
We want to keep them safe because it is, the ticks are already horrible this year. Every animal that we have had brought in for the last few weeks that has been outdoors for any length of time has come in just absolutely covered in ticks.
Man.
We've had some dogs that just head to toe.
Goodness.
Spending hours. We give them the flea and tick treatment and that kills them.
Yeah.
But then we're spending hours bathing them and picking ticks off of them and all because they don't all just fall off on their own.
Goodness.
But
So
they're bad this year,
Yes.
and the warmer it gets, it's just going to get that much worse.
Yeah. So definitely flea and tick prevention. Keep your kitties inside and dogs if you can also. So again, you can adopt magic and the chaos that comes with it. Or just come hang out. Seriously, just, chill in this room. Like she said, she enjoys the attention. And again, you can fill out an application at ozarkscatandcanine.com. That does it for another edition of Furry Friends presented by R Veterinary. Thanks for watching Lake TV.